Hey Kiss family, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing how to put together 2 budget-friendly, healthy dishes that will satisfy your keto and your vegan needs at the next barbecue. As we keep it simple and sexy in the kitchen. First, I will be sharing how to put a garden in a bowl with my chopped kale salad. For this salad, we are going to make a light garlic lemon vinaigrette. Next, I'll be showing you how to make ribs in the air fryer. That's right, ribs in the air fryer. This simple recipe will be the talk of the party. Please like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the music made by my very own daughter. As always, let's talk ingredients. Now remember, this is only a sample of the ingredients I use, but you can put whatever you like in your salad and even turn it into a salad bar. But first we have some cucumbers, some sweet peppers, some tomatoes, some radishes, some zucchini and squash, and then the star of the show, our kale. The next thing that we have is some Dijon mustard, some lemons, and some shallots. We're also going to use some olive oil to make our vinaigrette. Oh yes, I forgot. We're also going to be using some fresh minced garlic in our vinaigrette as well. Now let's prep our kale. The first thing you want to do is take the stem off, and then what you want to do is roll the kale up and then chop it into like a ribbon and give it some small chops. Now what's so great about kale is that it can stand up to any dressing and last through your whole entire party. And so that's why I chose to use it. It also is inexpensive. This one bundle of kale costs about 99 cents, and we only need 1 bundle for this entire salad. Now what we want to do is wash and massage the kale. Again, this kale is sturdy, so you want to give it a little wash and massage to ensure that we loosen it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is add this lukewarm water, not warm water, just luke. And then we're going to clean it with some white vinegar and some lemon juice, again to help tenderize this salad as it's sturdy and will hold up to any dressing. The next thing we're going to do is use our salad spinner to dry this kale, and then we're just going to set it to the side. I've cleaned my squash, so what I'm going to do is cut the ends off, slice it into 3s, and then chop it. Remember, this is a chopped salad. Now for our zucchini, just chopping the ends off. Going to cut it in half and then chop it. But I'm going to go a little bit diagonal this time, just so you can have some different textures in your salad. I felt like the slices were too big, so I went ahead so it could match the zucchini and chopped it a little bit finer. Now it's time to slice our cucumbers. What I did was cut the cucumbers, cut the ends off again, cut them in half, and then I sliced them kind of on the bias so they would have this diagonal effect, which came out really pretty. with the tomatoes, all I did was slice them in half just to give them a little bit more dimension to the salad. Now it's time to prep the radishes. With these radishes, I did a couple of things, but finally decided that I would slice them in half and then slice them in half again, which gave me a little more dimension and a little different style of cutting for the radishes. Now it's time to chop the sweet peppers. And again, for these sweet peppers, I decided that I really wanted them small. So what I did was chop the tops off, remove the stem and the seeds, and then after that, just put them in my chopper and chop them real small. So now I decided to use shallots in this salad because they have a light oniony taste without overpowering all the other vegetables. So shallots are a very good option for chopped salads. So all I did was just cut the ends off, peeled the shallots, and chopped them in my chopper again. This makes life so much easier to get that fine chop on your vegetables. Now it's time to put our vinaigrette together. This is a very light vinaigrette and very, very tasty. But you also want to ask your vegan guests if they are using oil at the time. If not, ask them what other options they could use for a salad dressing. I've already added my minced garlic and the juice of 1 lemon. So I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of my Dijon mustard. Then I'm also going to add my 3 tablespoons of some good olive oil. And then we're just going to add a half a teaspoon of sea salt. The next thing we got to do is just add our fresh black pepper. We're just going to add our lid and we're going to shake it to combine. We are done prepping everything for our salad. Now it's time to prep our ribs. So we've washed and cleaned our ribs. So what you want to do is pat your ribs dry. So after patting them dry, the next thing you want to do is remove that membrane off the back of your ribs. This membrane will stop your seasoning from getting all through your ribs, so you want to take that off. See that? The next thing you want to do is clean all the excess fat off the ribs. All fat is not good fat, so make sure you get that extra fat off the ribs so they'd be nice and clean. And then what I do is score my meat so that seasoning can get all down into both sides of the ribs, because we eat both sides. Now my meat is all prepped, so the first thing I'm going to do is add some red chili oil. This is just going to give it a hint of spice in the background. It's not going to be spicy at all. It just helps the seasoning stick and give it that, like I said, a little spice in the background. As always, I want to keep it super simple. So today I'm using a pre-made rub. This is a Famous Dave's rub. Again, it's not sponsored. It's a really good rub. I usually make my own, but wanted to keep this video very simple for you guys. I wanted to add a little smokiness, so we're going to add some chipotle peppers for that smoky flavor. But remember when I did the chipotle dinner party, I blended up all those chipotles and frozen. You can unfreeze a little bit and then add it to the ribs just to provide that smokiness since they're not going on an outside grill. You want to repeat all these steps on both sides. Now our ribs are seasoned. It's time to prep for the air fryer. The first thing we want to do is cut it in sections. I split my slab into 3 sections, about 4 ribs per section. And then I wrapped them in foil, as you can see right here. Just fold it over and then make it like a little package. Yep. And now I'm going to just add them to a plastic bag because we're going to put these in the refrigerator and let them marinate for about 4 hours. They are even better when you can marinate them overnight, but for now we're just going to do about 4 hours. After your ribs have been marinating, you want to take out 30 minutes to an hour before to let them come up to room temperature. So now we're going to place them in our air fryer at 300 degrees for 40 minutes. Once our air fryers come up to temperature, just go ahead and add your packages in the aluminum foil into the air fryer. Once your ribs are done, what you want to do is take them out of the aluminum foil and put them back on the grill for 5 to 7 minutes to sear them, to give them that rib color like they've been out on the grill all day. Look, Kiss family, our ribs are gorgeous and look like they've been smoking on the grill all day. You can make this meal in less than 40 minutes and be the hostess of the mostest. Look at our ribs. Ooh, they look delicious. Time to put the party together. Let's get our kale in our bowl. place half of our vinaigrette into the kale salad to help tenderize it and prep it for the actual party. We're going to use the other half on top once we're ready to toss and serve our salad for the party. First, we're going to add our zucchini and squash. Then we're going to add our half sliced tomatoes. Next, we're going to add our cucumbers. Now we're going to add our radishes. Then we're going to add our sweet peppers. Last but not least, we're going to add the shallots. Now remember, you don't want to add the other half of your vinaigrette until you're ready to serve. Once you're ready to serve, you're going to toss this salad and add the remainder of the vinaigrette. I've plated up our ribs, so let me show you how we get ready to display our barbecue at home. This dish was phenomenal. Okay family, there you have it. 2 great dishes to add to your repertoire when making a barbecue or party. Easy done in the air fryer, and just like the sign says, it is a barbecue. Low and slow. You're going to want to kiss the cook. We didn't have to do it low and slow because we had the air fryer, and it's just a quick chopped salad. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.